any aid had been reaching the region after other crossings were closed. Well, with me in the studio now is Mohamed Taha from BBC Arabic. Good morning to you, Mohamed. So, let's talk about Rafah to start with. Before we move on to humanitarian aid, what's happening in Rafah?
Rafah, the IDF asked more people to leave Rafah. They asked last week the people in the eastern part of Rafah to leave to Al-Mawasi area near Khan Yunis. Now they are expanding this area to a larger area to ask people to leave Rafah, to intensify the ground offense on Rafah. There are many warnings from the United States, from the UK, from international agencies that this widening the area of fighting in Rafah would cause lots of humanitarian crisis, will cause lots of human casualties between civilians, and the situation in Rafah is getting really dangerous.
For those who are moving again, I mean, these are people and families who've been displaced many times now. They're tired, they're weary, but if they go to Khan Yunis or other parts of Gaza, what will they find there?
This is the big question, because many people are saying if we leave Rafah, the situation, the road is not safe between Rafah and Khan Yunis. And when they were displaced before, there are many people dead in shelling in the road. They cannot find many aid there or facilities to help them there. Already the hospital in eastern Khan Yunis, Yusuf al-Najjar, is out of service. This other place is not safe. There are no enough facilities in this area. And as you mentioned earlier, there are trucks coming from areas crossing border. This areas crossing border is in the north of Gaza, so for these trucks to travel from the North Gaza to reach Rafah in the end part of Gaza, this is really difficult.
But the UN and other organisations were saying the threat of starvation was very intense in the north, and that's the point that Israel's making, that they're providing and enabling more humanitarian aid to get to the north where there is real issues with hunger.
Indeed, but there are 2 points I need to mention. In the north, we saw overnight the return of fighting in the north, which is really astonishing to see Hamas fighters regrouping and attacking the Israeli forces in the north after many months that Israel said they are controlling the north. And the problem is in the south that there are many people are in the south, more than 1 million in Rafah, and already the Israeli forces already are closed the Rafah crossing, which was providing the humanitarian aid to the south.
Okay. Mohamed, thank you again for providing the latest on what's happening there. And of course, we'll be keeping you up to date throughout this week.